webinar. Wyoming, California, Utah, and Hawaii. Thank you for getting on. The presentation will run for about an hour and a half to an hour and 15 minutes. So there'll be two presentations. The first presentation will be the product presentation. The second presentation will be the money earning side of the presentation. So thank you for coming out again. Frank Peck is actually in Utah right now. So Frank, if you are on, Ryan will be giving the presentation. Ryan is president of Ultima, and he is also my brother. So Ryan.
Yeah, thank you, Tyler. Thank you. So let's go ahead and get started. As Tyler mentioned, I think this is the fourth week in a row now that I've been doing this. My father will be back next week. Next Wednesday he will be here. So next week will be live by the CEO. So let's get started. So Ultima, here we are introducing Ultima. You can see we pride ourselves with our superior products, our service, and pride ourselves in providing peace of mind through our products and services. As you can see, this company was created by a close-knit family and friends. My father is CEO, my mom works with us, my four brothers work with us, my sister works with us, close friends work with us, so we all work together. We pride ourselves on our honesty and integrity, and through our products and services, we know that it can provide peace of mind to many families. We created this company, started off about 10 years ago. It was an idea that my father had and my brother. And they kind of shelved the idea for some years. Back in 2008, they started the idea again, and since 2008, we've been working nonstop to put this together. So it's been years in the making, inspiration, revelation, but now we're here and we're ready to rock and roll. Let's keep going. Why Ultima? Going into this, I want to have a quick disclosure. This product, this presentation you're about to see, this product was created for the purpose of helping families save money. We put this together ourselves. We designed it. We priced it. We put it together. Everything's ready to go for the purpose of helping save money. So what you're going to see is what we designed as a family and what we would want in our lives to help us save money. So let's keep going. Why Ultima? We all know what's happened since 2008. Look what's happened. Since 2008, the economy took a free fall. Home values have spiraled downwards with accelerated foreclosures. Cost of health insurance has skyrocketed. Actually, just last week, I saw a news article last week saying the state of California insurance premiums are going to rise to 149%. Record unemployment with jobs becoming increasingly more difficult to find. Crime and deception attacking America from all sides. Opportunity, talent, and free enterprise are discouraged nowadays. People are looking for opportunities, but they can't find them. Home foreclosures have created ghost neighborhoods. Have you guys seen Detroit? There's places in Detroit with 70% vacancy. Gas prices have changed our way of life. I used to have a truck, a very nice truck. I had to sell my truck a while back because the gas prices were too high. 11 and 12 miles of a gallon wasn't cutting it. Our jobs have been lost. Our families have been torn. Lack of confidence, stripping your peace of mind. Money is tight. Depression with lack of hope and solutions. In conclusion, we put all this together. Life is tough, and we need help. This is why we created Ultima. What you're about to see is how Ultima can help you help our lives when life is tough, and we're looking for solutions. Ask yourself, now, Tyler, if there was a legitimate solution, a legitimate one, if there existed a real solution that could bring hope to your family at any economic level, it doesn't matter if you have money, if you don't have money, if you have lots of money, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter your circumstances. If there was a solution that could bring hope into your family, when would you want to know about it? Okay. Now? Would you want to know about it now? Right now. Okay. If it does, you know where to look for it. Would you like to know more? Let's keep going. Introducing the Ultima Family Benefit Plan. The Ultima, as I mentioned, this plan was designed by our family. We own it. We designed it. We priced it. We put it together with the purpose of creating peace of mind, confidence, focus, and balance amongst families in America. Your family will have access to savings, assistance, guidance, and help. You are not alone. People are out there looking for solutions, looking for something somewhere in America to help bring peace of mind in their homes and in their lives. We have these solutions, and we will show you how. Let's find out how. Let's get started. Starting off with dental, you're going to see a variety of services we have in this plan that are available to the entire family, but we're going to get started with dental. We use a company by the name of Aetna. Many of you guys will recognize Aetna. Aetna is actually an insurance company. They provide insurance, But there's also another side to Aetna, which is a discount company. We have that discount portion of Aetna where anyone who's a member of Aetna has access to Aetna. They present their card, and they will immediately save from 15 to 50% off. Now look what the savings are on: adult cleaning, child cleaning, routine checkup, X-rays, fillings, crowns, dentures, root canals, and much more. Even tooth extraction. There's over 100,000 providers in this network. Actually, this is old. Oh, this is a little dated. There's now over 120,000 providers in this network nationwide. True story. A friend of ours recently, she was a cash-paying client. Now think about this. There are millions of cash-paying clients in America when it comes to dental. Now, even if you have insurance, that's okay. This program is still good for people even who have insurance. I have insurance, but there are many millions of people in America who pay cash for the services when it comes to dental. Now think about it. A few weeks ago, we had a friend of ours who went to her dentist. She was going to pay cash. The bill was $3,800. It was like 2 root canals, 2 porcelain crowns, an extraction, and it was a lot of procedures she had to get done. $3,800 was her bill. She came to us and said, "Hey, don't you guys know a company where I can save money or something?" So she told us who her dentist was. We looked up her dentist, and gladly, I mean, luckily, he was in the network of Aetna. He accepted the card. She showed us her procedures and the pricing schedule. The bill went from $3,800, immediately saved $1,500 on her bill, cash. $3,800 to $1,500. That's about a 35% savings right off the bat, cash. Now, how many millions of people out there have paid cash for their dental services? How many people don't go to the dentist because they can't afford to go to the dentist? Well, now you can say, hey, if you can save 15 to 50% off, would you go to the dentist more? Well, most people would say, yes, if I can save that much, of course I go to the dentist more. This is a way of bringing peace and solutions back to the families. Another true story. My father, a while back, he went to the dentist. He had a cavity. He needed a root canal, so the dentist sent him to a specialist. The specialist said, hey, you're a cash-paying client. Your bill is going to be $1,500. He said, oh my gosh, $1,500. He pulled out his card, showed him the card. They said, hey, asked the dentist, are you a member of Aetna? They said, yes, we are a member of Aetna. We accept it. They repriced it right then there on the spot. His bill went from $1,500 cash to $750 cash. Immediately, he saved 50%. Now, it won't always be 50%, just like the last example I gave you is in the mid-30s, but either way, you're going to save, and people are looking for ways to save. Let's keep going. Vision. This is another great service that people love. Nowadays, many people are paying cash for the vision services, whether it's an eye exam, eyeglasses, contact lenses. People usually pay cash for the service. Typically, they do. If they have insurance, great, but most people don't have vision insurance. Now, with this, you save anywhere from 20 to 40% off eyewear, and this includes discounts on exams, eyeglasses, and contact lenses. Look at the brands. Look what you see there. Lens Crafters, Sears, Target Optical, JCP Optical, Pearl Vision. These are the brands and companies that most of us go to get our vision done. They all accept this. There's over 40,000 providers nationwide, and all these large companies accept this. You go to any of these companies, you show them your card, and they will give you a discount. Now, it doesn't matter, like I said, whether it's exams, glasses, or lenses, they will give you a discount. Now, if you're asking yourself, is there smaller shops, is there mom and pop shops that accept this card as well? Yes, there is. As you look, there's over 40,000 providers nationwide on this program, and there is a lot of independent programs vision programs that accept this. Let's continue. Let's keep going. Alternative medicine. This is a multi-million-dollar industry. Now ask yourself: Have you ever bought any types of vitamins before? Minerals, herbal supplements, maybe even fat burners or pills. This is a huge multi-million-dollar industry that's becoming very, very large. Now with this, members will receive a flat 25% discount off the normal fees. Now this is already a multi-million-dollar industry. People are paying cash for these things. You know what I mean? I'll be honest. I'm included in this group. I bought in vitamins numerous times. I bought in minerals numerous times. I bought in nutrition products numerous times to help me lose weight, and fat burners and pills and these things, sports nutrition such as protein and these things people are paying cash for, and it's a multi-million-dollar industry. Now with this, the next time I go, I'm going to use this and save 25% off my fees next time if I use this service. Now there's over 28,000 providers nationwide that accept this. 28,000. Doesn't matter what state you live in. Look at it. You are going to save money. Now if you're paying cash, if you're going to pay 100% of the bill, might as well pay 75% and save 25% off your bill, especially if it's cash. Let's keep going. Comprehensive wellness profile. This is exciting. This is actually one of my favorite ones. Members of Ultima, they will receive 10 to 80% off retail pricing on blood tests. Now ask yourself, blood tests? Who does blood tests? This is my wife's a nurse. She's in the medical field. She actually just graduated last week. She's now a family nurse practitioner. She will tell you firsthand how expensive the medical field is, especially when it comes to blood tests. Now with this, you show up, you show them your card, and they'll immediately give you a discount of 10 to 80% savings on your blood test. Now, you don't need a physician referral. If you have insurance, that's great. You know your insurance, you go to your doctor, they'll take your blood, and they'll test it from what they deem is appropriate to test. You can't pick and choose what test you want to get. The insurance has to approve it. Now with this, you can go and pick any physician you want. You can get any test you want done, and it's your choice, and you're going to save 10 to 80% off. Now included on top of the savings is one free wellness profile for yourself, plus one free for a family member. Now, if you're asking yourself, what the heck is a wellness profile? Well, let's see what that is. Each profile is valued at over $500 each, and you get 2 tests right off the bat once you join. That's a $1,000 value from day one that you're getting. A wellness profile consists of over 50 different tests, including CBC, kidney panel, liver profile, lipid profile, minerals and bone, thyroid profile, and more. You go up, you make an appointment, you show up, you and your spouse, or you and someone else in your family. They will test both of you guys, your blood, absolutely free, nothing out of pocket. Test it for over 50 different tests, each test a $500 value. You're saving $1,000 right there in your pocket from day one. Over 3,000 labs nationwide that accept this. Now you go in, you get your free test. You can do it once a year. When you get your free test, if the results come back and they say, hey, we have to do further testing. We found something further testing is needed. Well, guess what? When you get your further testing, you're going to receive an additional 10 to 80% off your further testing. So this is very exciting. People love this. Great way to save money. Let's keep going. Teledoc. This is my personal favorite. All the services you're going to see, just this service alone pays for the whole program. So exciting. What this is members of Ultima and their families have the ability to speak to a physician and a pediatrician by telephone 24 hours a day, 365 days a year, right over the phone. Doesn't matter if you're camping in a hotel at the beach, if you're sleeping, if you're in the hotel room, if you're at work, if it's the weekend, middle of the night, doesn't matter where you're at, what you're doing, you have the ability to speak to a doctor right over the phone, 7 days a week. 97% member satisfaction. Now, keep in mind, there's about 15 million members on Teledoc. They've been around for a long time. They're an independent company. You can go to teledoc.com and sign right up. There are many companies out there that do the same thing. Street value, people pay about $30 a month just to have access to this, and that's a good deal. $30 a month for your family to have access to a doctor over the phone is an incredible deal. With Ultima, there is no cost. Out of 15 million members, there's a 97% satisfaction rate. That is a pretty good member satisfaction rate out of 15 million members. 91% medical resolution, diagnosis, and treatment. Now, what does that mean? That means over 9 out of 10 times, the doctors are going to be able to diagnose what you have and treat you right over the phone. Right over the phone. And a 97% physician satisfaction rate. Quick story, true story. A couple of years ago, I don't know if it was a year ago or 2 years ago, but in the past, not too long ago, I was with my girlfriend at the time, my wife now. It was a weekend. It was a Saturday night. I don't know if we were bowling or at the movies. We were somewhere doing something. We came home. We went back to her house, actually. It was about midnight on a weekend. And at that time, I was getting heart palpitations. I don't know why. You know, I played sports my entire life, but for whatever reason, my heart was like fluttering in my chest and it makes me nervous. Now, a heart is something you don't want to mess around with. So normally, you know, any person would have 2 options. It's a Saturday night. It's midnight. Your primary care is closed. Option 1, you call 911. When it comes to your heart, you don't mess around. Calling 911, you know, the ambulance would have come, they'd have picked me up and rushed me to the ER. That's an option, and it probably would have worked because I don't want to die. Option 2 would have been I could have told my girlfriend at the time, hey, throw me in your car, rush me down to the hospital, take me to the ER as quick as you can. Either option, 1 or 2, doesn't matter. Either option is going to cost me $4,000, $5,000, $6,000. I don't know if you've ever been to an ER before for the night. I don't know if you ever called an ambulance before. Thousands of dollars, extremely expensive. Me, being a member of Ultima, I had a third option that most people don't have. I picked up the phone and called Teledoc. It was a weekend, Saturday night. It was midnight. Within 2 minutes, I was speaking to a doctor. Within 2 minutes. I was talking about 20, 30 minutes. I gave him my symptoms, my signs. He had my medical chart right in front of him. At the end of the conversation, he said, hey, you're fine. Don't worry. He says, you don't need to go to the ER. You don't need to call 911. He says, you're fine. Trust me. I said, you're sure? He says, yes. Trust me. You're fine. Don't worry. And I'm still here today. You know, I'm still alive. I'm doing this presentation. So obviously the advice he gave me was fine. So going back to that, it does treat medical resolution and diagnosis and treatment. He diagnosed me and treated me right over the phone, absolutely free, saved me thousands of dollars that very weekend, thousands. Also going with Teladoc is these physicians have the ability to write short-term non-DEA controlled prescriptions, such as when it comes to the cold or flu, sinus infections, allergies, respiratory infections, bronchitis, pink eye, urinary tract infections, poison ivy. Another quick story going along with this, also around the same time frame as my last experience. I was here at the office working in the middle of the day. I probably shouldn't have been here. I wasn't feeling good. I was coughing and feeling wheezy and short of breath. So normally my option would be is I'm sick at work. I call my boss and say, hey, I have to leave work. I won't be in tomorrow. I have to schedule a doctor's appointment. And I have to call my doctor, schedule an appointment, and wait in the room, and take off the whole day of work and lose pay. But I had another option. I was here at work. I called a Teladoc at my desk in front of my computer and spoke to a doctor within minutes. I didn't have to call the office sick for work. I didn't have to leave and go in the doctor's office. I spoke to a doctor right over the phone in my office. Within minutes, he said, okay. He said, you have minor bronchitis. He said, you're fine. He says, what's your local pharmacy? I said, Walmart. He said, okay. He says, your antibiotics will be ready in 20 minutes at Walmart. Go down and pick up in 20 minutes. He diagnosed me and treated me right over the phone and prescribed me antibiotics right over the phone. I didn't have to call in sick for work. I didn't have to take a day off. I didn't have to leave and go in the doctor's office. Everything was done, and guess what? Absolutely free. For free. These are the kind of things that members of Carrollton have access to on a daily basis. Let's keep going. Chiropractic. Over 20,000 providers nationwide. There's 50 states. You do the math. That's a lot of chiropractors in each state. With this, they receive a flat 25% off their discount off their normal service and fees. Now, just like the previous services I mentioned, you don't need a physician's referral to go here. You can search the network, search out of the 20,000 providers nationwide, pick the chiropractor you want, schedule an appointment, show up without a doctor's note, and automatically receive a 25% off. Now, most times people need a physician referral. With this, you don't. You choose your chiropractor, you make an appointment, and you get a 25% off right off the bat. And once again, a lot of times this is cash paying. Your insurance may cover it if you have insurance. Lots of people don't have insurance anyway, but even if you did, your insurance may not cover this depending on what kind of insurance you have. So a lot of times this is a cash paying service for millions of Americans. Nice way to get 25% off their fees. Let's keep going. Tax Right Hotline and Preparation. Very exciting. I love this one. Tax Right provides members with unlimited tax advice all year long. Unlimited all year long. My favorite part is look at the first bullet point. 1 free tax return per year. Now, the national average for a tax return is $249. Now, depending where you live and who you go to, could be more, could be less, depends. But that is the national average in America. People pay $249 once a year. You divide that $249 into 12 months, it comes out to about $21 a month that people are paying on the average to get their taxes done. You know, but is it worth it? Well, of course, because you have no choice. You don't do your taxes, you go to prison. So it's something that we all do. Doesn't matter if you work a lot, you don't work a lot. I mean, this is something you can't avoid. Everyone pays taxes. With this, members of Carrollton get their taxes done for free. They don't have to pay any more, completely free. And if for whatever reason they need to get an additional tax return, guess what? It's a flat rate of $50. Flat rate. Now, from $249, which is the national average, all the way down to free, and then a flat $50 for each one after, that's a pretty good deal. Let's keep going. Free review of last year's tax return they'll go ahead and do. They'll give you advice regarding IRS audit notifications, tax tips on personal small business owners, explanation of tax law changes. How many of you guys here can tell all the new tax law changes with the Obamacare over the last couple of years, with all these new taxes that are going to happen? How about over the new the home market and the foreclosures and loans and stuff? So many new tax laws. We don't even know how many there are now. You call this number, you speak to them during business hours. They'll give you all the tax advice absolutely free regarding anything and any of the laws. And with that as well, I apologize, with that as well, they'll give you tax advice on marriage, buying a house, having children in college, starting a business and retirement. Absolutely free, unlimited advice. Pedisure. This is exciting. We're putting this plan together. We actually didn't have Pedisure on here. People requested this. America requested this. They said, hey, please put Pedisure on here. People have pets. They love their pets. You know, dogs are even known as man's best friend. Now with this, there are over 2,500 veterinarians nationwide that accept this. Members will receive a flat 25% off of emergency services such as surgery, vaccinations, hospitalization, x-rays, medications, dental care, checkups, and more. Very expensive. I remember recently a friend, Earl, also with Ultima, said, I believe a friend just went and paid $900 something cash, right? Cash, yeah. Just went and had spent $900 cash at the vet because their dog or cat, whatever it was, their animal, something happened to them. But people pay it. If something's wrong with their animals, people are going to have no choice but to pay the fee. Might as well save at least 25% off your fees. And then on the other services, on the more common services such as grooming, pet sitting, training, doggy daycare, legal aid, food, treats, beds, you receive an additional 10 to 30% off. So either way, whether it's an emergency or if it's an everyday thing, either way you're going to save on your pet. A very exciting thing is a free pet ID tag for the 24/7 location services. When you sign up for Care Ultima, you'll receive a booklet. In the booklet, there's instructions on how to register for this service. Now, in there it says enter your pet's name, you enter the dog, if it's a dog or a cat, the name, the breed, the age, everything. And the company is going to send you a pet ID tag for that pet. Doesn't matter if it's a cat, dog, turtle, ferret, squirrel, snake, anything you can get ID tags on, they will send you ID tags for the animal, absolutely free. And then we've been experienced this. My mom a while back was dog sitting, my brother's dog, a little dog. It was in the room with her. And then all of a sudden the dog disappeared. She got a phone call a few minutes later saying, hey, someone has your dog. You know, she's like, what are you talking about? The dog was just here. They said, no. They said the dog's name is such and such. She says, yes. She says, yes, because someone has it. So the operator did a three-way call of my mother and our neighbor, actually, a few up and down of the individuals that found the dog. They passed them in the three-way call. They worked it out. Within minutes, my mom had the dog back. Now, this service is available 24/7. So if you lose your pet and it has the tag, doesn't matter if it's 1 in the morning, 3 in the morning, 5 in the morning, when someone finds it, they call the operator, and the operator will contact you right away. This is absolutely free for members of Care Ultima. Let's keep going. Continue. Next one is legal. Very exciting service. The company we use for legal is Legal Club of America. Now, with this, members will automatically receive 9 free services right off the bat. 9 free services, and then above and beyond those 9 free services, if you need additional help or information, the lawyers are guaranteed to give you a 40% discount off the normal fee. Now you may think, okay, legal. I mean, who needs lawyers nowadays? Well, I mean, my father always taught me it's not a matter of if you'll need a lawyer, it's a matter of when you'll need a lawyer. Things come up unexpectedly, and you'll be grateful if you have a lawyer in your back pocket. Now, the 9 free services include initial phone consultation, face-to-face consultation, legal document review with a 6-page maximum, of course. They'll prepare a free simple will. They'll prepare a free living will for your family. They will represent you when appropriate in small claims court. They will assist you with problems of government programs such as INS and welfare. That is huge. INS and welfare assistance is huge, especially in this market we're in. When deemed appropriate, they will write letters on your behalf. When deemed appropriate, they'll make phone calls on your behalf. These are the 9 free services you get right off the bat with no charge. A matter of fact, today, just earlier today, my brother Tyler, he got a ticket. Actually, I don't know what he was doing, but he got a ticket a few days ago. According to him, the ticket was wrongfully given. He said the cop was in the wrong. He should have given it to him for whatever reason. So today, I was there next to him. He called Prepaid Legal. They passed him into a local attorney. He talked to the attorney with his initial consultation right over the phone, absolutely free. The attorney gave him advice, told him his options, told him what he could do, what he couldn't do. This is what you can do. These are your options. No charge, absolutely free. You know, with the advice the attorney gave him, he's going to proceed on how he wishes, but he spoke with the attorney at no charge. And this is included into the Care Ultima program.
Yeah, when I called and I was talking to the individual on the phone, he was Dustin, his next name was Dustin. And he was telling me that so whatever I got the ticket for was correct. But it was how the officer gave me the ticket and different situations that led up to the ticket, which is how I was on case accused. So he gave me all the different options if I wanted to fight it, if I didn't want to fight it, if he wanted me to represent me in court. And they said, hey, the best thing to do is it's an infraction, take care of it. If you want to fight it, we're here to fight it for you. Automatically, they said for any illegal help that I needed for traffic, it was $89 out of the door. So if I needed to represent me, to do anything like that in that store, $89, flat $89.
Now, how much did that cost you to talk to him?
It was free.
It's free.
He called me, I was actually on the phone, he called me. That's me message on the phone. 2 minutes later, I called him.
So for those of you who are on the webinar in other states and can't hear, Tyler is just giving more details of the phone conversation of what happened with the lawyer. And he said the lawyer said, hey, If you want us to represent you and take care of this ticket, it'll be a flat $89, which brings me to the next point. The next page will show you these are the guaranteed member rates. These are the options. The middle section is the guaranteed rates that Care Ultima gets. The right column, the right section is non-member rates, what the average person pays. Hatters, in this particular instance, the traffic ticket defense, they said, hey, we can represent you and take care of the whole thing for a flat $89. By not being a member of Care Ultima, it would cost the average person about $200. So is it worth it to talk to a lawyer for free and have them present you with these cheap discounts? Absolutely. Now, this is available for the whole family. It's included in here. There's a company out there there are companies out there that do something similar to this. That's just specifically this. You can go and purchase lawyer programs like this on a monthly basis. My father had one growing up. That we had it as a family. The most common one out there, I would say, is Prepaid Legal. I'm not bashing it. It's a great company. We owned it as a family for many years. Now, with the particular plan we had at Prepaid Legal, the cost was $26 a month. What you're seeing right here is very comparable. This is a $26 a month value that people pay. Tons of people already pay for this program on an individual basis. People are paying for it. Trust me, it'll come in handy when the time's appropriate. Let's keep going. Next one, prescription drugs. Very exciting. I love this one. Members will save from 15 to 60% off generic drugs. Members will save from 15 to 25% off brand name prescriptions. So if there's people out there who are a little high maintenance, say, hey, I don't do a generic drug. I don't do brand name. It's okay. You'll still get a savings. It's not as much. Now take a look at the logos there. Costco, Pick and Save, Ralph, Samsung, Rite Aid, Kmart, Vons, Walgreens, CVS. Are these not the companies that most of us purchase our medications from? Allison, where do you get your medications from? Any of these stores over here? Yes. Yes. Most Americans get their medications from these stores, and guess what? There's over 58,000 pharmacies nationwide that accept this program. So in the 58,000, there are thousands and thousands of little mom and pop shops that are around that also accept this program, just depending where you live. Now, you don't believe me? Let's check it out for yourself. This right here is a real receipt. Walmart Pharmacy. Frank Peck is my father. Chino, California, right down the street from our office here. He went to the pharmacy locally at Walmart, and the bill, I don't know what he was buying. He was buying something. The bill was $36.32. That was how much that they listed the medication as. He took out a Care Ultima card. He showed them the Care Ultima card. They said, oh, they repriced it and said, okay, well, we're going to reprice this for you. $11.05. You do the math. That's a 70% savings. I just told you a second ago that off generic drugs, you will save up to 60% off. Well, in most instances, and obviously you can see for yourself, in some instances, you're going to save even more than 60%, just like you see right here. This is a true receipt. This is actually from Walmart. This is actually my dad's. 70% off. Now, there are many people out there who can't live without their medications, whether they're older or they're medically ill. They have to buy prescriptions and take them on a daily basis or weekly or monthly basis. This is very common. People are purchasing medications a lot. Very nice way to save money. Let's keep going. Hearing. My hearing is fine, thank goodness, but I haven't experienced this one myself, this service, but there's millions of Americans who their hearing isn't so good. A new member of Care Ultima, his name is Bob, I won't give his last name. He has a hearing aid. In conversation with him, asked him, how much is your hearing aid? $6,000. I had no idea the hearing stuff was that expensive. No idea. He paid $6,000 for his hearing aid. Now with this, look up there in the very top in blue. Lowest price guarantee. Don't we love hearing that? They are guaranteed to give you the lowest price. Over 2,500 locations nationwide. Now with this, you'll get a 30% discount off of your diagnostic services, including hearing exams. Show up and they'll give you 30% off your exam right off the bat. Lowest price guarantee. Don't we love hearing that? Doesn't matter. They will beat the price anywhere else. Up to 12 months, no interest. 60-day no risk trial period. 3-year warranty on most hearing aids. 1 year free batteries. 90% customer satisfaction for over a decade. That is incredible. They've been in existence for that long with over 90% satisfaction rate. They will give with the 1 year follow-up care. Now there's the baby boomer generation. Millions of Americans are in the elder generation, and they are getting to this age where hearing is starting to affect them. If they don't have insurance, their insurance may cover it. It may not. $6,000 for a hearing aid is very expensive, but people pay for it because they need it. Might as well shop around and get the lowest price guarantee. Members of Care Ultima are guaranteed the lowest price through the service, and we use the company here. PO is who Care Ultima uses. Let's keep going. Roadside assistance. I love this one. It's so exciting. 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, doesn't matter what day of the year it is, even on Christmas. The members of Carrollton may have access to roadside assistance to help them out with towing, emergency fluid delivery, lockout service, flat tire changes, battery assistance, winching, accidental towing, trip routing services, auto and RV rental discounts, and for the bonus, even travel savings. Now, the most common company out there that people know, about this service is AAA. Now, I'll be honest, I used to have AAA. I canceled it. I don't need it anymore. I already have my roadside here. Growing up, my father, before I got married and moved out, my father had AAA for our family. That's what most people use. AAA is a very big company, very good company. Great company, but they only have put 2 adults on their policy. The policy we had in our family was it was $159 a year, for 2 adults on the policy. Well, at that time, I was over 18, and so was my brother, who's over 18. So they had to buy 2 separate policies. $159 a policy times 2 is $318 per year that they had to pay for our 2 roadside assistance plans. You do the math. That's $26 a month. My parents are paying $26 a month for our roadside assistance. Now, is that a good deal? Well, yeah, it's a good deal. We don't want to break down in the middle of nowhere and be stuck out there. It's great to have it. People buy it because it's a necessity. Everyone has roadside assistance nowadays. Now, the towing. Members are guaranteed up to 15 miles for free. The lowest plan in AAA, I'm not bashing them, I'm showing the comparison. The lowest plan in AAA is only 7 miles. That's it. They will only tow up to 7 miles. This is double the mileage. And AAA, you only get 4 uses per year. This, you get 5 uses per year. I already canceled this. I'm now saving $26 a month, or I'm now saving on a monthly basis just from this right here. We've used it plenty of times. Actually, quick story, my sister's actually maxed out her uses already, her 5 free per year. She used to have a car, I think it was an Expedition, and there was a keypad on the outside of the door where the handle is. You do the keypad to unlock the door. So she had a habit of leaving her key in the car purposely, so she'd come in, use the keypad, and open the door. Well, she got rid of that car. The car is gone, but that habit still exists. So she leaves her keys in the car numerous times and comes back and says, oh man, I don't have the keypad anymore, and she's locked out. So she uses it numerous times, and she always uses it on the same one for lockout assistance. But guess what? It's free. And we have, me being her brother and her husband, we have the peace of mind knowing that, if anything happens, whether she has a flat tire or, if she has lockout services, the peace of mind knowing that someone can help her out absolutely free. It's included in here. Let's keep going. Diabetes management and lifestyle enhancement, a very, very big industry and very expensive industry. Us as Americans, we eat a lot. There's sodas and junk food and chips, and we have chips and cookies here tonight. It's just what we do. We enjoy food. Now, this food that we enjoy is also increasing the risk of diabetes. We know that, but there's more diabetes now than there's ever been in the history of the world, and it's very expensive. Now, with this particular service, members will have free shipping off their first order. They'll save 20 to 30% off durable medical equipment. They'll save 20 to 40% off of disposable medical supplies. They'll have a 90-day supply of coordinator to follow up with them. Free blood glucose and monitor upgrade. Look at the bottom section. There's a 30-day 100% satisfaction guarantee. We love hearing that, don't we? Your order is guaranteed to 30 days. So if something happens, you don't like it or refund it, they'll take care of you right away. I don't have diabetes, but my grandfather died of diabetes a couple years ago. It's common nowadays, and I will tell you, it's very costly. If you're going to pay for this service, you might as well save some money on it. Might as well save 20 to 30% off or 20 to 40% off. Let's keep going. Imaging. I love this one too because I've actually got this one done before. Members of Carrollton will save 10 to 60% off MRI, CT, and CT scans. Now you think, okay, well, when's the last time I got an MRI or anything like that? But when you do get one, you're going to be glad you had this because it comes in handy. Now, this is VIP appointment scheduling within 48 hours. Now, quick story real quick. I tore my MCL a few years ago playing soccer. I did have to get 2 MRIs. It wasn't fun going that little tube thing, but I had to do it. One on my knee, one on my ankle. I had insurance. My insurance paid for it. But guess what? I will tell you, I had to wait 3 months. 3 months I had to wait to get my MRI done. And it was not fun waiting 3 months to get in there and get it done. But I had to. I had no choice. I had to get it approved, and I had to wait a long time to get it done. With this, there's no waiting. VIP appointment scheduling within 48 hours. You can get in there within 2 days and get it done. Preferred after hours weekend appointments. So you're busy, you can't make it during the day. Well, guess what? They'll do it in the evening. Well, guess what? You can't do it in the evening. They'll take you on the weekend. They're going around and treating you like VIP, and they're going around your schedule. They'll even do an appointment reminder to follow up with you and give you directions to the facility. Over 2,400 facilities nationwide that accept this. Nationwide. And there's a 10 to, once again, it's a 10 to 60% savings in all these procedures. And it will come in handy if the opportunity arises. You're going to be glad you had it. LASIK, another very expensive but yet very common procedure that people get. My wife had LASIK a few years ago. Her parents paid for it, thank goodness, but they paid for it years back, and it was cash. They took her to the hospital, and they got it done, and it was not cheap. You know, I had a friend get it done I had a friend that had it saved for like 6 months a couple of years ago, and after about 6 months saving, he had to pay about $3,000 cash just to get it done. Your insurance isn't going to cover LASIK. It's a cash paying procedure, but with this, we'll save 40 to 50% off the retail national average cost. Now, included on top of the savings is a free consultation. Doctors or surgeons have performed more than 1.5 million procedures. They will, excuse me, I set my chest. Now, with this, they will do pre-appointment exams and post-appointment exams as well. There's lifetime insurance plans available, refundable deposit. So if you go in there and get your free consultation, absolutely free, but you decide to put a deposit down, and you don't decide to do it, your money's back, guaranteed, no questions asked. They'll give you your deposit back, so there's no risk. Go get a free consultation to find out. Recently, somebody asked me about details about getting LASIK done with glaucoma or glaucoma. I said I have no idea. But you can go get a free consultation. So it works. And as I said, this is mostly a cash-paying service, so might as well save 40 to 50% off, you know, when you get procedure done. Now think about it. If you need LASIK, if your spouse needs LASIK, and your kids need LASIK, you're going to be saving for a long time trying to save up enough money to go get your LASIK done for your family. Might as well become a member of Carlton and save up to 50% off right off the bat. Let's keep going. Counseling, very important service here that we have. Members of Carlton, thank you so much. Members of Carlton will receive 6 one-half-hour counseling sessions per year. A very expensive procedure. I don't know if any of you guys know about mental health counseling. My father, in the past, he was part of the PET team. That's when you go out and do psychiatric assessments. It's very expensive. These things, to meet with people, it's not cheap. And with this, members of Carlton and their families will receive 6 free counseling sessions over the phone per year at no cost. They'll talk about marital problems, family problems, alcohol problems, drug dependency problems, stress, anxiety problems, grief, emotional problems, physical, sexual abuse, absolutely free. Now, a story I love telling, I love this, is one of my favorite NBA players, formerly known as Ron Artest, now known as Metta World Peace. Maybe you guys know, he played for the Los Angeles Lakers. Levi? Weird. He played for the Los Angeles Lakers. A couple years ago, the Lakers won the championship. He has one NBA championship ring that he's won his entire career. Now, what did he do with that? Most players will go ahead and save it, keep it on the wall. He auctioned his off. And donated 100% of the money to mental health awareness. It's a very big industry and a very serious industry. Now, people are either embarrassed to go or, you know, they don't have the money to go. Now, with this, you don't have to be embarrassed. You can talk to that over the phone in your home. And you don't have to pay anything. You get 6 free half-hour sessions per year included in this for the family. Identity theft, one of my favorite ones as well in the Carlton program. Now, before I talk about the company itself, many of you guys know who Sony PlayStation is. Very large, very successful, very rich company. About 2-3 years ago, they had a huge breach. A huge hacker got in their system and stole a bunch of names and emails and passwords and who knows what. So in order to help out with that problem, Sony PlayStation went, they did their research, they looked for identity theft companies, they searched out companies and compared them. In the end, Sony PlayStation chose a company by the name of ID Safe Choice. They chose them over all the other ones. And they purchased these plans for all the people that were PlayStation customers involved in the breach. They went and purchased these plans for all those people. Now, there's a reason why Sony PlayStation chose this company over all the other ones. Because they're the best. It may not be the most known. They don't advertise. Actually, for their entire existence, they've been around for a long time. They've only done private labeling for the protection plans. Now, for the first time ever over the last year, Ultima is actually one of the first ones in the nation to market this plan publicly. The first one. And we actually had a meeting with the CEO and the president recently, and they actually tailored and put together a specific Ultima ID Safe Choice plan just for the Ultima members. So if you're a member of Ultima, literally, no one in the nation, literally, is going to have the exact same plan that you do with ID Safe Choice. Nobody. This is specifically only for Ultima customers. Now with this would include fully managed identity recovery, lost document rescue, lost vault protection, identity theft education, credential vault, internet monitoring, public records monitoring, court records monitoring. They will monitor the information of 2 adults in the household absolutely free. They'll monitor your credit, your records, everything free. That's expensive. They will do it 24/7. The best part is $1 million ID theft expense reimbursement for 3 generations of family. So if you live in a household and you have mom and dad in the household with you, and you have a few daughters or sons in the household with you, 3 generations. If anybody in the household that you legally claim as your dependent, if anyone in the household, if they have their identity stolen while you're a member of ID Safe Choice, they're going to cover up to $1 million. They will restore your identity and pay for everything up to $1 million. That is a guarantee that they've backed you with. Most companies out there won't guarantee up to $1 million. There's a ton you can find for $25,000 or $50,000. This is $1 million. When I say they're the best, I mean they're the best. This right here is a $575 value a year for the whole family. That's how much, if you were to go out on the internet and search for what you're going to get here and search for it, $575 a year value to cover up the 3 generations of family for $1 million. That comes out to a $48 a month value. That's how much this value is. People will pay $48 a month just to have this. Now it's included in here, but street value, that's how much it is. Now, Tyler, I have a question for you. If a sheriff knocked on your door and said, hey, there's theft around the neighborhood, people are stealing, breaking into homes, are you not going to go out and buy a lock for your home? Of course, you would. Now, the government already came out and said, your identity is the #1 crime in America. If we go out and protect your home, wouldn't it make sense to do the same thing with your identity? We already know it's the #1 crime. It's a $55 billion loss per year between companies and individuals. It's $5 billion for individuals, $50 billion for companies, $55 billion in losses per year. Up to over 10 million identities are stolen each year. Fastest growing crime. Now your family for 3 generations is covered. You don't have to worry about that anymore. As I said, a $48 a month value included in here for free. Let's keep going. Now with this as well, if your identity gets stolen while you're a member of ID Safe Choice or Ultima, you will get your own recovery advocate, which means you're not going to call the 800 number and speak to a random person and then call back the next day another random person. You will have one person assigned you to oversee your case, and they'll handle everything. They will assess the threat. They will assist with fraud alert placement. They will work on your behalf to restore your identity, dispute all fraudulent information, coordinate with government agencies, work with law enforcement to prosecute the criminals, and they will do a follow-up for the next 12 months to make sure your identity is okay. So let's go ahead and do a quick recap. So what does Ultima include? We talked about dental and the savings with dental. We talked about vision, the savings with vision. Alternative medicine, comprehensive wellness profile. That right there from day one is a $1,000 value with the 2 free tests that you get. Teledoc, and I mentioned you can go out and Teledoc on your own and pay for it, or the company is similar. $30 a month value that you're going to pay out of pocket for a company similar to Teledoc. Is it worth it? Well, yeah, of course it's worth it. $30 a month to speak to a doctor 24/7, absolutely worth it. And there's over 15 million members. People are doing it. Chiropractic savings, tax right hotline. I talked about the national average of $249. You do the math in 12 months. That's a $21 a month that comes out to the average that people pay to get their taxes done. It's free with Ultima. Pedisure, you get savings. Legal, a similar company out there that does what we do, $26 a month value. Prescription drugs, you get savings. Hearing, you get savings. Roadside assistance, the policies that we had our family growing up, $26 a month value. Diabetic supplies, imaging, LASIK, counseling, all these. Identity theft protection, $48 a month value. There's 17 services you see here. I'm going to pick out 5 services. Teledoc, $30 a month. Tax right hotline, $21 a month. Legal is $26 a month. Roadside assistance, $26 a month. And identity protection is $48 a month. You do the math. That's $151 that people have these. They already exist. That people pay on a monthly basis just for those 5 services. Just for those 5. $151. Now we have 17. So keep in mind, $151 just for 5 services that are already included in this plan. So having said that, what would you say, Nick? Would you say that, keep in mind, the 5 services is alone, that's included already, is $151 street value a month. Would you agree that for all 17 services now, not just the 5, but for all 17, that 120 is a good deal? You're already saving $30 a month, and you get, you get 12 other services on top of the 5. Would you say that $100 a month is a good deal? Yeah. How about $80 a month? Yeah. Now you're asking where can you sign, huh? Now how about $67.95 per person? You do the math. If you have 2 or 3 in the household, that's still not a good deal. How about per couple? Is that an incredible deal? Now, keep in mind, just those 5 services that are included in here is $151. This is now we're talking about 17 services in the Ultima plan. Well, how about $67.95 per family? Earl, do you know anybody, who would not want to sign up for this program with the services that it offers? Is anyone going to say, no, I don't want those services? Everyone's going to want these services.
It'd be crazy not to sign up.
Yes, exactly. They would be crazy not to sign up. The product sells itself. This is, we like to think of it as a necessity, not as a want. I use my roadside assistance. We get the free taxes, we get the savings in the dental and the chiropractic, and we get the roadside assistance. Everything everyone uses in their own ways. It is extremely worth it. Now this is $67.95 for the entire family. It's not insurance. So there's no qualifying, there's no applying. You simply sign up, you pay, and you and your entire household are now have access to all the services just like that. Just like that. And you're asked, how can we get it so low? Keep in mind, those 5 services alone are $151. We got it this low for the 17 services. That's why it took us so long. As I said, we started this in the early 2000s. In the beginning, after we started in 2001. We reactivated, started doing it a lot in 2008. It's taken us this long. Look at the pricing. You're not going to find anything out there. You're not going to find anything out there this cheap like this. Now, we have one of the nation's best lawyers. Everything is legal, everything is good, everything is right. It's priced low for a reason, so more people can access it. Now, Nick, do you think anybody in their right mind would say, I don't want that if the cost was for free? No. If there is a way to get this for free, do you think people would want to know about it?
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Do you think anybody would not want to sign up so they can get it for free? No. Okay, well, let's find out. Is that true? Do you think you can actually get it for free? I have Verizon. I pay we pay $125 a month. That's for phone, internet, I don't know what else. Phone, internet, and something else. The 3 things we get. And TV. Sorry, yeah, and TV. $127 a month. Now, Verizon came to me and said, hey, Mr. Peck, you're doing a promotion this month. You can get it for free. We'll say, okay, well, what the heck do I do? I would get it for free like that. Well, to get it for free for Ultima, to get it at 0 net cost, if you want to get it for free and have to have access to all these services and not pay, this is what you got to do. Well, one, you got to sign up for the program. You pay for the first month. It's $67.95 plus the one-time $30. You pay for it. Okay, that's step 1. Now you get access to all the services. Step 2, you help somebody you know sign up. Now, does anybody in this room not know anybody that can benefit from this program? Can any of you guys think of somebody that can benefit from this program? Of course. I can think of every single person I know that can benefit from this program. As I explained earlier in the presentation, we designed this specifically for any economic level. Doesn't matter if you have money, if you don't have money, if you're rich, if you're not rich, doesn't matter. Middle America, anybody can benefit at any economic level with this plan. So pretty much anyone you can think of will benefit from this plan. So step 2, to get it for free, help somebody you know sign up. Well, how does that work? Because every time you help somebody you sign up, you receive a customer acquisition bonus. You don't receive a commission. That's the nice legal way of saying compensation, but it's called a customer acquisition bonus, or also known as CAB, is what we like to call it in the field. Now, for every person you sign up, you get a CAB of $17 a month, every month, as long as you and they remain active. So you do the math. By simply helping 4 people become active, that will cover your costs for the entire month. Now, it's already priced so low. We've purposely cut out a lot of our earnings and a lot of what we could earn at so low at $67.95 for the purpose of helping more people get it. Now, on top of that, we're also marketing a way specifically to help them get it for free. I mean, I don't know what more we can do. We already cut out a lot of our earnings and price it so low. Now we came up with a way to help people get it for free. We're doing everything we can to help American families benefit from this program. Now, as I mentioned a minute ago, I have Verizon. If Verizon came to me and said, hey, we're doing a special in July, refer 4 people and don't pay again, I would have 4 people by the end of that month, I promise you, if that was the case. I mean, but Verizon's not going to come to me and say that. I mean, no companies are coming to you and say that because they want to make their money. Well, we provided a way to help everybody benefit from this. Everybody. So, which makes your program at zero net cost. You do the math, $67.95 is the cost. $17, you get a cab for each person you refer. 17 times 4 is 68. So your credit card won't actually even get dinged. It won't even ding your credit card if you have 4 people already. So it actually comes out free. So disclosures. This plan is not insurance. You don't have to qualify. You don't have to apply. They don't check your credit. They don't check your health. It's not insurance. You sign up and you have access to all the services just like that. Also introducing the CURE project. C-U-R-E, CURE, Care Ultima Relief Efforts. It's a nonprofit that Care Ultima owns. We created it, we established it, and with the CURE project, it's a nonprofit by Care Ultima to give back to America. A percentage of Care Ultima revenue will be donated to the CURE project. So every family that signs up for this program, we're going to take a percentage and donate it back to our nonprofit that we own to help America. That is part of what we do. We're trying to give back. Let's keep going. Act now. Take advantage of all the services. Let's keep going. So this right now, what you saw, that is actually the end of the first presentation. That's the product. You saw the product, you saw the services, you saw how this product can and will bring peace of mind, hope, and joy into your families, especially right now with the economy the way it is. People are looking for solutions. We just showed you a solution that will absolutely help people save money and bring them peace of mind. And we showed you a way to help them get it for free. So let's keep going now. The next presentation I'm about to show you guys, it's a lot shorter, but it's also very exciting. Now, this presentation is for those, maybe 15, 20 minutes, is for those who say, hey, I'm interested in becoming a member of Care Ultima, but I'm more interested in selling this. It's a great program. I think I can make a little money by selling this. So that's what this presentation is. So if you're interested, then stay on the webinar, stay on the phone, and keep listening. It'll be a lot shorter. Let's keep going. Let's jump right into it. The facts. We already went over these facts in the last presentation, but very quickly, unemployment in 2012 is over 8%. In 2011, 60.4 million Americans, or almost 20%, about 1 out of 5 people, were said to be living on food stamps. So 1 out of 5 people in America are on food stamps in 2011. 46.2 million Americans, or 15% of the nation, was said to be living in poverty. More facts. 20.5 million Americans were said to be living in extreme poverty. 17 American adults were without health insurance. Home foreclosures are at a record high. Never ever in the history of the world or of this nation has home foreclosures been this high before. You know, we know how the economy is. We know people are looking for jobs. We know people are looking for money. We know people are looking for ways and solutions to bring in a little extra income, whether it's $10 or $1,000 or $500, doesn't matter. A little extra can go a long ways nowadays. So let's find out a little more. Now ask yourself, Levi, if there really existed a legitimate solution, legitimately, that existed, that can really help you bring in real income, when would you want to know about it? Now. Now? Not next week or next month? No. Now. Absolutely. So we have a great company with fantastic pay structure and a great bonus plan. Let's show you where to find it. Let's go ahead and keep going. Now think about your dreams, Levi. Have you ever had dreams, Levi? Have you ever talked about getting out of debt or getting a new home or even a bigger home or travel or charitable foundation or retirement, college education? Many times before this depression or before the economy the way it is, people used to dream big. When I grew up, I want a big house. When I grew up, I want a house that looks like this, or I want to start my own nonprofit foundation, or I want to, get out of debt. People had their big dreams. But now with the economy, the way things have been going the last few years, their dreams have shrunken and shrunken and shrunken, and their minds have closed. They're not doing anymore because the solutions just aren't there anymore. The money's not coming in. So let's go ahead and introduce Care Ultima. Care Ultima has a unit-level compensation plan. You ask, well, what's unit level? Well, unit level is 4 levels deep. It's not infinite. It's capped at 4 levels as of right now. So you will earn money on your personal sales or for 4 levels deep and on your customer sales as well. You are not alone anymore. We have the solution. Let's show you how. Let's go ahead and start off with option 1. There were only 3 options on how anybody can be affiliated with Ultima. That's it. Just 3 options. Option 1, if they become a friend, we like to call friends of Ultima. They're also known as customers. Customers are the ones who just purchase the product. That's it. With the first presentation you just saw, for people who purchase that product for their family, they're known as a customer or a friend of Ultima. Now, let's go over the details. We already went over the price. It's $67.95 a month to become a customer or a friend to have access to all these services on a monthly basis for the whole family. The first month is a one-time $30 non-refundable enrollment fee. So the first month is going to be $97.95. Every month thereafter is $67.95. Now the payout eligibility, we already talked about the CAB, as you have payout eligibility, 1 level, and you also have access to bonuses just for being a customer. Now this is the CAB details. For every direct customer sale or person you refer, you get $17 a month, every month, as long as you and they remain active. It's nice to know that even if you did a sale a year ago, you're still going to benefit from now 12 months later. Even as long as they and you remain active, you're still going to benefit from it. You do one 6 months ago, 3 months ago. All your hard work is going to continue to build and build and build and pay off every month forever, as long as you and they remain active. Now, having said that, Earl, do you think most people are going to try and get it for free?
Absolutely.
Yeah. And if they get it for free, do you think they're ever going to cancel? No, absolutely not. Anticipating they get it for free, we anticipate no one's going to cancel. They'd be foolish to do that. So we anticipate that most people are going to try and get it for free. And when they do, they're probably not going to cancel. So we're anticipating the turnover rate isn't going to be that high. So with this, for every 5 new customers that they enroll, that a customer enrolls, every 5 people they help, they get commission they get a CAB on $17 for each one. On their 5th one, they get a one-time $50 bonus. Now, there is no time frame. It could take them a month to get 5 people, or 2 months, or 6 months, or a year to get 5 people. But when they get their 5th person, they get a one-time $50 bonus. Now, they can get it this week and turn around next week and do 5 more. That's fine. On their 10th one, they'll get an additional $50 bonus. On the 15th one, an additional $50 bonus. So there's no quotas, there's no time frame, nothing. When you hit your 5th person, you get a $50 bonus right into your account. It can be earned an unlimited amount of times, no time frame. So let's keep going. Option 2. Option 2 is kind of the opposite of option 1. This is for those who say, you know what, it's a great program, but I don't want to buy it. You know, whatever reason, I just don't want to own that program. I'm too good for it. But I can sell the heck out of this thing. So it makes no sense, but hey, legally we have to have this option, so here it is, option 2. So these are the details. Option 2. Now with this, keep in mind, you're getting a business for yourself. You're paying the money to say, hey, I'm going to build a business. I'm going to get in business for myself. I'm going to build a downline and get bonuses and overrides. I'm going to sell the heck out of this thing and earn extra money. Where do you know where you can pay a low fee and create a legal business for yourself? If you were to go and open up your own real estate firm, how much do you think it would be? $17 a month? No, yeah. I mean, we pay almost $4,000 here just for the office space here a month. Now with this, you're paying $17 a month to run an entire business. Now included in this is a personalized Ultima website with back office support. You will have your own website just dedicated to you that you own, where you can send people to your website, and there's videos and there's updates and there's the products on there, and you will have a back office as well to log in, and there's training videos in the back office and videos and marketing tools. Now on top of this, the first month is a one-time $160 fee. That's it, just the first month. Now with that $160 fee, that includes a free training kit. The training kit comes with the Ultima Padfolio. It's a big Padfolio with the Ultima logo. Inside there, you will have 25 brochures about the products you can pass out. You have 50 RX cards. That's exciting. What the RX card is if you guys remember the first presentation, the service specifically for savings on pharmacy. Remember 10 to 60% off? You guys saw my father's receipt on there. That's the RX service. Now, you will have 50 of these RX services that you can hand out to people for free, where you can basically give them free discounts on their pharmacy purchases for free. We're not charging you anything to offer that to them, and we're not charging them anything to be able to utilize those discounts. Absolutely free. You have 50 of those. You pass them out to 50 people, say, hey, when you save, come back and talk to me. You pass them out to 50 people, I can almost guarantee you're going to have quite a few come back and talk to you and say, hey, I want to know a little more. Great marketing tool that's also included in there. Customized USB pen also comes in the portfolio. It's a Ultima pen. You pull the cap off, you pull the top off, and it has the same PowerPoint you are seeing right now. The first one you saw and this one right here, they are both included in this USB. This comes in the portfolio. We're giving you your tools. We're giving you what you need to have success. You're going to have your kit. You're going to have the presentations. The moment you get this, you can go out and do your own presentation. You don't have to rely on us if you don't want to. You can. You can go out the very next day, do presentations in your home, in Starbucks, to your friends, and start telling them about Ultima on your own. You're building your own business. As I mentioned before, we have a lawyer. His name is Kevin Thompson. Look him up. One of the nation's best. Also very expensive, but you get what you pay for. He's very good. He knows what he's doing. This is a legal business that we have here. Everything is ready to go. That's why it's taken us years. We put the money into this already. You're paying $17 a month. We've already put hundreds of thousands of dollars into this. Everything is legal. It's ready to go. Let's keep going. The payout eligibility details are 4 levels deep. Here are the details. Now, this is a little caveat we have here. So if I'm option 2, remember option 2 isn't the product. It's only opportunity. Now, legally, you cannot pay commissions if there's no product involved. So if somebody brings me on as option 2, there's no product there, so that means that person who brought me on earns no commissions. So my first customer sale, my commissions go to the person who brought me on, since they didn't earn commissions on me. And only in this circumstance, that's it. And then after that first one, then it's back to normal. So that we have to have here. So these are the details. I bring somebody on, we already know it's $17 a month. Every month, forever, as long as I and they remain active. Well, what if that person brings somebody on? Well, let's find out. If that person brings somebody on, then they get $17 and you get 5 every month. Now, what if that third person, by this time you probably even know who they are, probably some stranger now. What if that person brings somebody on? Well, they get 17, the next level gets 5, and you get 7. Well, guess what? It's even a 4th level deep now. What if that person was, like I said, you probably have no idea even who they are now. If they bring somebody on, well, that level gets 17, the next level gets 5, the next level gets 7, and you get $1. Now you may think, oh, okay, 17, 5, 7, 1, that's not too much. Well, I'm going to show you a few examples in a minute that we'll see how much this means. We'll see if this means a lot or not. Bonuses as well. We already know that for every 5 on your 5th one, on your 5th customer sale, you get a $50 bonus. We already know that. So let's find out. So right here, one-time $50 bonus on the first level for every 5 you do. Now, what if one of those 5 go out and you get their $50 bonus? Well, cool. Good for them. They get a $50 bonus. Well, what does that mean to me? Well, that means that when they get their $50 bonus, I'm going to get a $15 bonus. Well, what if one of those 5 that they signed up, what if they get their $50 bonus? Well, good for them. They get a $50 bonus. The next level gets 15, and you get 25. Well, the 4th level, just like the commissions go 4 levels, so do the bonuses. That 4th level, some strangers way down there, they go and they sign up 4 customers. They get a $50 bonus, and the next level up gets 15, the next level gets 25, and you get 10. It's teamwork here. We're teaching the culture of teamwork. You want to help each other out. Even a stranger 4 levels down, help them out because you get paid. You want them to succeed because if they succeed, you succeed. Right off the bat, a lot of companies, you have to qualify in order to receive overrides over people. You have to become a director or this or that in order just to start receiving overrides further down the line. This is right off the bat from day one. From day one, you can receive overrides, I guess if that's what you want to call it, industry standard, and 4 levels deep from day one. There's no qualifying. You're automatically qualified to do it. Option 3, this is the last option. We're almost done. Option 3 is basically a combination of 1 and 2. That's what it is. And this is what 99% of people do. 99% of people say, hey, I want Ultima for my family, and I'm going to use the services. And if I use the services, I'm going to refer it to people, so I might as well get paid. So I might as well do option 2 as well. Most people do this. Actually, we've only had 1 person not choose this option. And I'm not going to say their names, but everyone else has chosen this because it makes the most sense. But at the same time, there are 3 options available. Now, these are the details of this 3rd option. We already know that normally, for option 1, just for the customer, it's $67.95 a month. The first month is plus a one-time $30. And then we know that normally, option 2, just to sell it, is $17 a month plus a one-time $160. You put those 2 options together, which is option 3, the cost should be $275 the first month. That's what it should be. But we say, hey, for those who know they're going to do this option right from the get-go, right from the bat, we'll discount it for you. Instead of paying $275 the first month, guess what? We're going to give it to you for $225. So we're already knocking off $50, just like we priced the monthly price very low, taking away a lot of our income, very low purposely. We're purposely knocking off $50 here to also help more people out. We're trying to help people save money, so we're lowering the price from the get-go. For those who choose option 3, you save $50 from day 1. After that, every month after, the monthly price is going to be $84.95. You do the math. We already knew that for the customer one, for option 1, you refer 4 and you get it for free. Well, this is $17 more. So now you refer 5 and you get it for free for this option. That's the only difference. So let's keep going. I'm going to show you a few examples here, and then actually we're done after that. So what does this mean to you as a friend? Remember, a friend is customer. That was option 1. You can't build a downline. You can't get overrides. You can get money off your personal referrals, but that's it. I'm going to show you a few scenarios. Now, people may do 0. They may not ever refer anybody. People may refer 1,000. Who knows? I'm just going to show you a few scenarios on what it can mean to people. Let's keep going. Now, just say somebody signs up. They refer 1 member a month for a year, for 12 months. At the end of the year, they now have 12. Okay? The details on that is they're now earning $204 a month. Now, that's coming in every month. You may not think that's a lot, but if a check came in for $200 every month, then that's going to mean something to you. That could mean a new car payment. It could go towards a mortgage. It could go for food, gas, anything. That's $200 a month coming in. $2,400 yearly extra coming in. Now let's go ahead and find out a little more. Okay, there's still option 1. There's still no overrides. This is just strictly personal sales or personal referrals, helping people. What if somebody works a little harder? Says, hey, I can work a little harder. I'm gonna help 5 people per week for a year. Okay, well at the end of the year, it's 260 people. In that year, they just helped 260 people enroll for Care Ultima. Is it impossible? No. Is it doable? Yeah, it'd be work, but it's doable. But these are not quotas. They're just examples. That's it. So let's keep going. What does that mean? After a year, this person now earns $4,400 a month. Now, they can go ahead and retire after. They can go ahead and never do another sale again. As long as they remain active, this is what's coming in every month. That's the nice thing about it. You work hard now, and you play later. It just keeps building up and building up and building up. That's $53,000 a year. That's more than the national average by just referring it to 260 people. Even if it took them 2 or 3 years to do this, still in 2 or 3 years, it would take them to get 260 people. They now earn $53,000 a year, just like that. They can go and leave it and go get another job if they wanted to, and it's still going to come in. I see another scenario. This scenario, they're not working harder. They're still doing 5 members a week. They're just working a little longer. Instead of a year, it's now 2 years. The amount is 520. So after 2 years, so now 520 people sign up for this. What does that mean to them? Well, that means that's $8,800 a month. Now that's way more than the national average. That's over $100,000 a year. Now that's 520. Now, like I envision your scenarios, it may take somebody 2 years. It may take them 10 years. Even if someone worked hard for the next 10 years, you know, Tyler, you're 30 years old. You work hard for the next 10 years. Now after 10 years, you got 520 people. That means by the time you're 40, you're going to be making over $100,000 a year every month. No matter what, it's coming in as long as you and they remain active. Let's keep going. Let's do another scenario here. This next scenario is same thing. He's not working harder. Still 5 per week. He's just working a little longer. So it's out for 3 years. So after 3 years, 5 per week, you now have 780 customers that you already helped out. Well, that's $13,000 a month. A month. If somebody did this full time, every single day from 9 to 5, went out there, talked to businesses, knocked on doors with the companies and their employees. You find one company that has 1,000 employees, and there's so many ways to do it. Look, when you hit 780, you're making $13,000 a month. That's a heck of a lot of money. What does that mean to you per year? Well, that means $159,000 per year. As long as you and they remain active. That's it. And this is not including bonuses. It's not including overrides. This is only option 1 where it's strictly personal sales. Okay? Now let's go ahead and take a look at one other scenario, and then we're done. This scenario is for option 2 and 3. I talked about option 2 and 3. It's 4 levels deep. So it goes a little deeper. So let's find out. With this one, we're going to use lower numbers. So if someone worked hard here, if someone's getting into business for themselves, if someone is paying the $17 a month, that means that they're probably semi-serious. So if someone is semi-serious, Earl, would you say it's doable for someone that's getting a business for themselves? Is it doable to do 3 a month for a year? It is. So at the end of the year, it's okay. You guys agreed to say at the end of the year, if someone works hard, they can refer 36 people. Yes, absolutely. Okay? We're going to leave it at that. That person doesn't refer any more personal people after that. Refer 36 people after a year, and that's it. Now, would you agree? Earlier you guys said and anticipated that most people are going to try and get it for free. Most people are going to try and get it for free. Even if they can afford it, they still want it. Most people probably still want to get it for free. So if most people try to get it for free, we're going to plug in some scenarios here. Now, keep in mind, these are not quotas. These are not guarantees. People could earn 0. They could earn more than this, less than this, more than this. I'm just showing you scenarios of what's possible. If these numbers are done, this is what will happen. It's set in stone. You know how much you need to do in order to make how much you want to make. It's set in stone. So, having said that, after a year you have 36 people, 36 customers. Okay, and you don't do any more after that. Those 36 customers, you guys already agreed that they're probably going to try and get it for free. They're probably going to try and refer 4. But they're working a little slower than you are. You know, you got yours, you did 3 a month. They're doing 1 every 2 months. Is that, Derek, do you think that's doable, 1 every 2 months? Some part-time? Yeah, sure. It's not, I mean, you're doing this part-time. You pass out a brochure here, 1 every 2 months is doable. So those 36 people get it for free after 8 months. A little less than a year, they got it for free. Well, guess what? That level created you 216 new customers. You didn't do anything. They're just trying to get it for free now, and they created you at that level 216 new customers. Now, those 216 customers, would you agree that they're going to at least attempt to get it for free, Tyler? Yeah, most likely they are. I can't imagine anybody is not going to want to at least try and get it for free. So let's assume they try and get it for free. Well, before that, this level 216 will earn you $1,000 a month. Every month. It's just coming in and coming in and coming in as long as you remain active. Now, that level, the 216 customers, we're going to assume again that they're also going to try and get it for free, but they're a little slower this time. You know, they're like, hey, I'm doing this part-time. I have my own job. I do it when I can. So they do 1 every 3 months. Remember, so it's 4. You have to get 4 to get it for free. So it takes them an entire year. So after a year, they're doing, oh, I'll do it whenever, 1 every 3 months. After a year, they finally get it for free. That's how slow they work. But guess what? They do it. That level does it. That creates, at that level, that creates you 860 new customers at that level. Just by them trying to get it for free, which you guys just told me that they're at least going to try. And would you say it's doable for someone to do that in a year? Is that working slow? Yes. What does that mean to you? Well, that means $6,000 a month. $6,000 a month. Now the last one, that same level, they go and they do 1 every 6 months. It takes them a couple of years. They're taking their time, they're dragging their feet, they never go to presentations, they pass out a brochure every few months. 1 every 6 months, but they end up getting their 4 for free. It would take them a lot longer. Is that doable? 1 every 6 months? Yeah. Okay. When they're done by doing 1 every 6 months, they just created you 1,700 new customers at that level. They just created you that. So I'm using low numbers that are possibly doable. Remember, there's no quota, there's no guarantees. You could earn 0 or 1,000. These are just scenarios, but you guys just told me that it is reasonable and doable to assume these things. People are going to try and get it for free. So what does that create you? That's an additional $1,700 a month. Okay, now let's just throw this together. Keep in mind, you start off by only doing 3 months per year, and that's it. And then you help those 36. You have 36 at the end of the year. Then you help them get it for free. That took them a long time. It took them 8 months. And that next level took them a year to get it for free. That next level took them 2 years to get it for free. It doesn't matter. By the time all that's done, the first that you did personally, you get $600 a month. The next level, when they get theirs for free after 8 months, they earned you $1,000 a month. The next level, when they got theirs for free after a year, it made you $6,000 a month. The next level, $1,700 a month. You do the math. $113,000 a year, $9,400 a month coming in. A month. This is going to happen one way or another. I mean, maybe it'll be you that does this or somebody else. I mean, there's millions of people right now in the nation who are looking for solutions. The product sells itself. We believe in no. We're religious people. We prayed, and we believe this is inspiration. We have a great product to help lots of people. The product is going to sell itself no matter what. People are going to buy it no matter what. We anticipate people are probably going to try and get it for free, not pay for it. It's going to grow. Might as well be involved with it. Might as well make some money. It's easy money. The product sells itself. You get a toolkit. You get DVDs of the presentation. I just talked about that. My father's in Utah right now, doing the same presentation I'm doing right now, and we're going to put those on DVDs. Those who don't like talking to people, they pass out their DVD. Hey, watch this. I'll pick it up tomorrow. Tell me what you think. The work's done for them. The presentation's done for them. You got a comment or question? Or? Yes. Yeah. You're absolutely right. So, on the phone, Nick was saying that other vendors are probably going to join in. Absolutely. We've already had multiple people already come from other companies and say, hey, I want to be a part of it. This is an amazing product. This is perfect for the timing right now, the way the economy is and America is. It's perfect. It's a great thing that's coming out right now. The timing is perfect. People are coming into their companies saying, hey, I want to do this full-time. Hey, I'm going to do this part-time, but I still want to do it. I mean, it's going to happen no matter what. I mean, and we're behind it. So, I mean, there's already a lawyer. I mean, a lawyer's already provided. I mean, the tools are provided, the systems provided, the website's there, the videos are there. Everything's already in place. We're doing everything we can. We lowered our costs. We provided it low on purpose. We're providing a way to get it for free. We're doing everything we can as a company to make sure it succeeds. We're doing presentations. We're here to help, and it's gonna happen one way or another. So this is the presentation. Once again, the Cure Project. We advise and encourage our associates. They have their own back office. They can track their hierarchy, who's active, who's inactive, pull reports. They have all this in their back office. And we encourage them also in their back office. They have the ability to go in there and donate commission to the Cure Project. There's a percentage bar. They can select 2%, 3, 5, 10, whatever. They select a percentage automatically. The system will grab that percentage out of their commissions and donate it on a monthly basis to the Cure Project if they choose to do so. But it's available. So what about you? Isn't it time you get paid great for what you're doing? Once again, disclosure, this is not insurance. We don't know how much people are going to earn. We anticipate 500, 2,000, could be zero, could be more. We don't know. It's a new company, so we don't have any factual numbers yet. But thank you for attending this presentation. We are excited, and we'll go ahead and call Levi up.
Thanks, guys, for participating this evening. We're grateful for the people that took the time over there in Hawaii and Wyoming and over on the East Coast for joining us. Keep an eye out for updates throughout the week, and for next week's seminar, we will keep you posted. Thanks a lot for joining us. Take care.